So, thanks to my good friends Michael and Stephanie, the owners of the Galapagos Safari Camp, which I work with, the nicest people on planet Earth, I think. They're in Switzerland, so they were like, why don't you just use our car? So they loaned me this Toyota Land Cruiser, which is awesome. Usually I just get a car and driver here. It's very reasonable to have a full-time car and drive. But, you know, since I'm filming and stuff, I wanted the flexibility of being able to drive. One thing, though, is that because the pandemic is kind of still going on here in Ecuador, they did limit the movement of vehicles. They don't want people doing like inter-province travel or like traveling between what are essentially their states. So we had to do a little bit of paperwork to get this salvoconducto, which basically just gives me permission to drive around Ecuador by myself, but I have to go find some tape and tape this to the windows.
Welcome to Ecuador, please come.
She helped me tape up my QR code. Yeah, gracias. Ciao. Okay, so got a couple hours of sleep last night. Woke up early because I was amped to get on this trip. Now you're probably wondering where I'm going. So I'm in Quito right now, near the airport, and I'm going to be driving north to a place called Hacienda Zuleta. ¿Cómo está? Sí, está. Okay. I got like 2 kilometers down the road and then got pulled over. Okay, so I'm about halfway up to Zuleta right now, and I'm going through the town of La Primavera, Tabacundo. I'm not sure where I'm at. But this whole area, they grow a lot of roses. Tons and tons of roses come from Ecuador. If you go to the airport around midnight at the Quito airport, you'll see like a KLM freighter, and those planes are loaded up every single night with roses that were just cut today, and then they're appearing in the flower market in Amsterdam the very next morning. Let's stop in somewhere. We'll stop in and see how much a dozen red roses cost here. ¿Cuánto cuesta una docena de rosas?
Son 25. $2.
So 25 roses for $2. You notice as well that even the lady there that's like dethorning roses, she's wearing a mask. And one thing I've noticed here in Ecuador as well, just driving along the road, like people that are standing on the side of the road and walking on the road, everyone's wearing a mask. I mean, at least at home, people don't wear masks if they're out for a walk or something. They would wear them when you go inside a restaurant, whereas here, people are wearing masks everywhere. Okay, so I just stopped in Cayambe. I've driven through this town so many times and I've never tried the famous bizcocho, which are like these little pastries. What is bizcocho in English? It's like a biscotti, basically. You drive through this town enough, and I mean, every single building, that's all they do is bizcochos, and I've never had one, so we've got to try these out. Lo hace mejor. Nadie en Ecuador lo hace mejor. This is the Panamericana that I'm on right now, heading north. So if I carried on this, I would end up in Colombia eventually. So this is awesome. This dude just has a huge thing of bananas on his roof. I believe this is the turnoff. I already took a wrong turn. I'm basically reversing through this entire village. So everybody, this is Fernando Polanco Plaza. He's the general manager of Zuleta, and his family has owned this place for a very, very long time.
Yep. And you're welcome to come. This is your home, so make yourself comfortable. You're the only guest here.
Oh my God, seriously?
Yes.
Yep, you heard that right. I'm the only guest here for 3 nights. I have all 150,000 square feet of this historic hacienda building, which dates back to 1691, all to myself. I've got 22 guest rooms which I can choose to sleep in. I've got 6 living rooms to relax in, multiple dining rooms I can choose to eat in. I have over 50 horses available that I could ride. I have a 4,000 acre organic farm here to feed me, thousands of cows, an entire cheese factory, and a skeleton crew of 10 employees to look after me at the moment. And that's really just scratching the surface. But look, as cool as that may sound, it's really quite sad on many levels. I mean, Hacienda Zuleta without guests feels like being in a library without books. It's been a long couple days of travel. I haven't slept much. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy some Zuleta cheese, some whiskey, and the fire. I'll see you in the morning, and we're gonna go on some fantastic adventures around Hacienda Zuleta with Fernando.